Clarence, is it worth it? Hey guys, what's up? Sumo11 here with my reviews of Clarence episodes 1 and 2. Now, I honestly thought the pilot would have been a better episode to start off with, considering the fact that it introduces the main characters and it was pretty funny. The first episode is solid, but I didn't laugh, and nothing really stood out to me, and things like that make it hard to review cartoons, and cartoons are already hard to review in general, but I don't know, on to the review. So in episode 1, there's this commercial for a fast food place. Clarence, Jeff, Sumo, and Mary are getting food. Jeff doesn't like the burgers there, just the fries, and he can't get his order like that. He's trying to get his order where he can just get the fries and the toy and all that, but he doesn't want the burger. So he gets the order, but he still has the burger. He throws the burger out. Sumo gets the burger and everything. And then Jeff goes to the bathroom and he tells Clarence like 2 or 3 times, or maybe even 4, like, don't touch my fries, don't touch my fries. And he goes to the bathroom. Clarence grabs his fries, puts them in his back pocket, and then Clarence and Sumo go to like the jungle gym or playhouse or whatever it's called inside the fast food place. And Clarence took the fries because he wanted Jeff to play with them. And then Jeff comes back, he's angry, he follows them into the jungle gym, and they go throughout the jungle gym playhouse thing, and in the end the fries are wasted and they go home. There was like a song at the end with Jeff and a toy, but yeah, it's episode 1. I'm gonna go over the characters. Main character is Clarence, of course. From the first episode, I wasn't too fond of him, but I loved him in the pilot. He's funny and full of love. He's kind of stupid, and he's dirty, but hey, kids are like that in real life. And the next character is Jeff. People have compared him to the Minecraft guy. I think his name's Steve, because Jeff has a square head, and he seems to be like, I guess, more of an uptight kid who likes school, and he obviously loves fries and everything. I don't know if uptight is the right word, but I remember in the pilot he wanted to watch this quiz show, and I think he wanted to work on his homework or something like that. I think the pilot's I just think the pilot's overall it's better because you introduce the characters, the personalities, and everything. Yeah, just go watch the pilot. And I can kind of see myself in Jeff. I don't want people touching my fries or my food in general, and I also wouldn't share my food with people. That's nasty. If you watched the episode, you saw a scene with Clarence and Sumo sharing food and like adding a smoothie to the food and eating a salad. It's pretty nasty. And Jeff, man, you made a noob mistake. Never leave your food alone. That's when people touch it. Like, I know this stuff, this stuff happens at school. You don't leave your food unattended. Someone's gonna touch it. Someone's gonna eat something. It happens. And the next character is Sumo. And Sumo, he's crazy and he seems off. He seems like he's on drugs or something. He's kind of like the Ed of the show. And Jeff seems like he's Double D, but Clarence isn't really Eddie, so can't be a Ed and Eddie sort of parallel or anything with that. And if you watch the pilot, you'll find out why Sumo is bald. And he was the character who I found very hard to understand, like what he was saying and everything. I know they're doing that on purpose, but it's kind of annoying. Even in the beginning, I couldn't understand what Clarence was saying, like that song and everything. I had to play it over. Yeah. I like to see different art styles and varieties, like between cartoons and everything, because everyone has a different style and it's really cool and everything. And I think Clarence's art style is pretty unique to me. But I guess the one thing that probably isn't too unique is like the eyes. Like a lot of shows have the really big eyes and stuff, but I don't really complain about art style. I was just bringing that up. I don't complain about things like art style. And I loved how they made the playhouse seem like it was huge, because as a kid it is huge. I remember going to McDonald's with my mom and just having loads of fun inside the playhouse and meeting other kids and everything. And the thing seems really big. Like even the one at Chuck E. Cheese is like, when you're a little kid, it seems like it's huge and everything, and you feel like you're trapped in there. And I don't know, I just like the show, like what they're doing with it so far. And I feel like the scene with Jeff and Clarence was kind of a parody of something, I don't know what, but they broke off like pieces of the playhouse and were fighting with those. And this show reminds me of a Nickelodeon show. I don't know if it's Rugrats or Hey Arnold or something like that. I already said that it reminds me of Ed and Eddie a little bit, but there's a little bit of Nickelodeon in there too. I can see it. It's either Rugrats or Hey Arnold. It's something like that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go on to episode 2. And alright, episode 2 was better. It was better, but it wasn't. It still wasn't as great as I want this show to be. And this show might be like Uncle Grandpa, where it has some good episodes and some bad episodes. And in this episode, we get introduced to some more characters, and some of them were in the pilot. So, go watch the pilot, because some of these characters have already been introduced. But Clarence is playing around in his yard, and he was drinking from the hose, which is, that's disgusting, dude. What's your deal? So his friend Amy comes over, and they get ready to go find something that's from a video game in real life. And they go around the town and stuff on her bike. They end up in a forest, and they're either bullies or mean characters. They follow them into the forest, and I'm not too sure whether they're mean or bullies, but I don't really care. They get into a war over this huge rock thing, and they throw pine cones and moss at each other, and then they go home. There's more to it, but you gotta watch the episode. And the vibe I'm getting from this show is very childish, and I like that. I like the make-out jokes, how they don't know what making out is. And plus, it has some real stuff in there. Clarence doesn't have a father. Amy doesn't know which parent she's going to live with. And, stuff like that happens in real life. And I think they're trying to capture, a childhood feeling with this show. And I like that. I just saw a tweet from Nick and Moore, and they said, this show it's normal. It's normal, like, by Cartoon Network standards and everything. And I was wondering, though, is Amy in a higher grade or something? She appears to be taller than Clarence and most of the boys as well. She said she was in the 5th grade. Is Clarence younger than her or something? I know as kids, like, you might hang out with someone younger than you or someone older than you. It's kind of what happens. Actually, that happens, like, throughout life. Like, once you become an adult, age doesn't really matter. Well, like, if they're an adult, like, you're both adults, not children. Yeah, I'm not even getting into that. The thing with Clarence and, getting on Amy's pegs and everything, it reminds me of my childhood, As I said before, it has that childhood feeling. I didn't get on the girl's pegs, but I loved hanging out with her, and the offer, I like the offer to let me ride on them, But, that's just some stuff about me. And then they made a pee joke, which was the one thing that made me laugh between the 2 episodes. There's this thing where Clarence really had to go to the bathroom, and then suddenly this kid has water on his face, and at first you think it's pee and everything. That was funny. The first episode was alright. The second one was better, and I'm hoping